record button. Welcome to the Patty Bandwagon Show, episode 15. Welcome to the show's quinceañera.
Reba.
Pennatrator, I haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to?
Oh, just traveling the West Coast or whatever.
Yeah?
Yeah. We went to San Francisco last weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
From what I heard, you went to a baseball game?
Went to a baseball game. Got cheap tickets.
Because no one goes to Giants games
Because
at this
nobody goes
time?
to Giant games. I hit 2 big tickets at the track.
The track.
The horse racing track.
Oh, that's right. And you had a little posting on that. Who was the big winner of that race?
Fucking Fireball. Very first. I've never been ever in my life.
Me neither.
So I took Bart from the city to the track and then Ubered over a little bit.
So, before you go too far,
Yes.
you were staying in San Francisco,
Yeah.
and you had this brilliant idea, I need to go to the track from San Francisco. Like, it didn't inspire you enough to be in the city.
Yeah. So I had a day to myself.
Okay.
Complete day. So I was trying to figure out what to do by myself for a day.
Yeah.
And I've been there a few times I've been to San Francisco. So there's a lot of stuff that obviously I haven't seen, but have seen. So I was like, I don't know, let's do something I've never done before. And I was like, there's a fucking track, and it's only running certain times. I was like, I'm going to fucking go check it out.
How long were you there?
Let's see, Wednesday night through Saturday morning.
No. How long were you at the races that day?
It started at 1. The first race is at 1:30, and it ended at 4:30, but I left it like 3:30 to make it back in the city.
Well, yeah, because you already hit your big win.
2 big wins.
What did you win? Like, what did you hit?
I hit an exacta.
Which is?
You bet on 2 horses, and they have to come in first and second.
And you nailed that in your first race?
On my very fucking first race.
And that's the one where Fireball won.
Yeah,
and
Fireball.
that's the only reason you picked that horse.
Because of his odds, obviously. But
Were his odds really good? Was he like 4-1, or was he that 20-1 horse?
it was like 9-2 or something like that.
So he was the favorite.
He was a little favorite, yeah. But
Standard.
But, I mean, I've never been. I had to freaking try to figure it out, right? So I'm, like, asking the bookies. I'm a total noob at a horse track. It was fucking senior day, so they knew what the fuck they were doing.
Wait a minute. It was senior day. That means there was a bunch of old people there.
Yeah.
And the Pennatrator.
And the Pennatrator. Yeah, and then the weird thing was there was a bunch of old people, and then college kids.
Makes total sense.
Ish. I wouldn't say kids, but younger people.
Early 20s.
Mid-20s. Let's go mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
Dressed up like it's the fucking
Kentucky Derby. That's exactly why I would go.
But there's nobody there.
It doesn't
There's
matter.
fucking nobody there. So, I mean, it's huge and it's dead. I was out of place. But anyway, so I won I won an exacta twice on 2 different races.
Was it the first 2 races?
No, it was the first race and the third race.
All right. So that second race, you got a little bummed, ran to the fucking ticket booth.
Yeah, so there's downtime, but it happens really fast, right?
Yeah.
So the first one, I got there early, watched the first race. Was stupid. I should have just held all my winnings until the end because I had enough cash to just keep betting.
Right.
But I was all excited, cashed out, and then I was looking at the book. The horses were already almost staging. I was placing bets for the second one, and then didn't do as good as I won a couple. And then the third race, I was getting had a couple Bud Lights, getting a little braver. Did another exacta. And a trifecta. Didn't hit the trifecta, but hit the exacta. So won more money, and then the fourth race, I didn't win shit. So.
Okay. All right. Well, that brings me... I know I asked this question to you before when I heard about this. Obviously, those lower to mid-20s kids that were all dressed up were there.
Yeah.
How was the beer prices?
Oh, it was low for San Francisco, but high for Reno. So
okay.
Bud Light price, $6.50.
I would expect a little less
for senior day.
But well, not even just for senior day. I'm aware of some horse tracks out in the STL in St. Louis, and whenever you go to the horse races out there, they're like $2 beers.
Well,
they really promote putting some liquid down to get some more bets in.
So I was asking one of the people, I was like, man, this place is huge. Does it ever, like, fucking fill up? And he goes, oh, yeah, on Sunday when it's dollar day. And I was like, what? They have, like, dollar hot dogs, dollar beers. Like, they fill it up on that time.
So I still want to go to a horse race or the dogs. Maybe because you went to see horses, we got to find a dog track.
Okay.
But either way, that's one of our criteria. Like, I want more money to bet. So and I still want to have a few.
Yeah, so what I did wrong is I was betting, like, a little small because I didn't know what to expect, and I was only betting, like, $5, $2, stuff like that.
So you weren't being a degenerate.
No, but I brought degenerate money. So
oh
yeah, I was gonna go. I was like, oh, I don't know how this goes, but I was a little timid because I didn't know what was going on. So I was trying to.
And you had no one to. You were by yourself, so no one to instigate your betting a little bit more.
Exactly. So losing and winning by myself. So it was kind of like I had nobody to high five, except for that first race when I was fucking yelling for Fireball. So
well, you know the saying: when you go alone, that's when the fun stops.
So what'd you do? What have you been doing?
Well,
a little bit
during our time gone, I got older, hit the big 3-9.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm on my victory lap of the 30s.
I don't know if that's a victory lap.
Well, I don't know what else you call it. I remember when I turned 29, I considered that a victory lap, and I started.
No, you mean like it's like a white flag lap.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Not a victory. You haven't won yet.
That's okay. Very true. So, yeah, it's a white flag lap, which means you got to.
You better do it.
Give it all.
Yeah.
You really turned it up.
Yep, you have a gallon of gas and you better fucking use it.
Yes, that is exactly it. So during this time frame, I'm going through some late 30s, I guess you would call it a late 30s crisis.
Like
I'm hitting 39, so I'm starting to really count my days. Yeah, so I'm going through a little crisis.
Yeah, so what'd you do?
Well, so during this crisis, went out to Burning Man.
Okay, you went to Burning Man.
I went to Burning Man.
And you never been?
Never been.
Okay.
It was awesome.
Okay.
Great experience.
Okay.
Went out Wednesday night through, got back Sunday morning.
Okay.
Burned the man, came home the next day.
Okay.
Exhausted.
Yeah. Extremely exhausted or it was an extreme camping trip, right?
I think that is a conservative way to put it. Obviously, when you go out to Burning Man, it's out in the middle of the playa, so it's desert.
It's not desert. It's a fucking dry lake bed, right? There's a difference between
huge dry lake bed.
And that's what I think there's a difference between desert, like cactus and sagebrush, versus a fucking dry lake bed.
Yeah, you don't see sagebrush.
Nothing. No.
You don't see sagebrush. There is absolutely no protection from anything.
Elements.
Yes.
Yeah. Sun, wind,
only
dust.
what's created out there, and that's one of the cool elements of it is obviously with 70,000 plus people out there, it becomes a city.
Most people that are listening to this know what Burning Man is, right?
Most.
Okay.
We have expanded our audience a little bit, and that's why I'm going a little bit farther.
Okay. But what the people probably want to hear is what did you like and what did you hate?
I'm going to start with what I hated. Every morning that you wake up there.
If you go to sleep.
I went to sleep every night I was there.
Okay.
Some mornings I got 2 hours sleep. When I really got a lot of sleep, I got a good 5 hours.
That sounds about like a normal camping trip with.
Yeah, like a normal day life, like normal busy people.
Yeah.
If they're anything, they only get 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
because they're working their ass off.
Yeah.
And I like to think that I worked my ass off out there.
Okay. So that's what you hated, just like the amount of sleep that you got?
No, it had nothing to do with the sleep. But every morning when you got up, you didn't feel good. You asked yourself the question, why am I here?
Okay.
So, yeah. The 4 mornings that I was there, I went through the same emotional feel like I'm ready to go home.
Did you feel like shit?
horribly.
Okay.
Horrible. But then I got out of the bed of my truck because that's where I was sleeping, in the bed of a truck that was covered with a tarp to protect myself from the sun. The most Jimmy rigged setup ever.
That's all right. That sounds like fucking Burning Man.
That's another misconception. There are a lot of deluxe camps out there, but I'm not going to go into that aspect. So, you feel absolutely horrible in the morning. Why are we here? Why am I here? This is my personal experience.
I got a question for you real quick. Where do you fucking piss and shit?
They do have plenty of porta potties.
But it's not in your camp, right?
I was lucky enough where it was. Like, I was on the corner of 445 and D. That's the address of my camp.
Okay.
And we were right there with all the porta potties.
Oh, okay. So you just kind of stumble. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I would
okay.
get out of my truck. I'd be able to walk 15 yards
Oh, okay.
and get to a restroom.
Okay, okay. So that's taking some shitty aspects out of this.
It makes one shitty aspect
less
shitty by letting you shit.
Okay.
One negative on that part, though, is everyone comes visit your camp.
Oh, because they're walking by.
So it doesn't matter what time in the morning, in the evening, whenever you're trying to get a little power nap in, you're hearing a door slam. It's 3:45 in the morning.
So headphones you need next
I
time.
had earplugs. I still heard it a little bit. So,
Okay. So
mornings are horrible.
mornings are horrible.
But as the day progresses, your emotions, your feelings always seem to grow. They get better.
Okay.
You hit like 4 o'clock in the evening, you're back.
You've had a couple.
Had some drinks, participated in the festivities. It's a snowball effect.
Okay.
So by the time nightfall hits, you're a rock star again.
Yeah.
You're going 1,000 miles an hour trying to either experience the art, experience the sound camps, just hanging out with the people you're with, because everyone lights up like a Christmas tree at night.
Okay. That makes sense.
And then you're that snowball, and the snowball usually continues,
Yeah.
if you're doing well, through the next morning. And you see that sunset.
Oh, sunset rise.
Yes, excuse me. I'm still decompressing. I don't know what day it is. It's like the third week in September, and I'm still decompressing. But those are the kind of experiences that make it worth it. And I'm just one person, and I experienced it in my way. Some people experienced it in a lot, let me say, harder fashion, like they went a little bit more all out than I did.
Or less.
And some bring their kids out there, and they have just a day in the city, kind of like you did in San Francisco. But they have it out in Black Rock City. But let's go to the subject at hand, turning 39.
Yes. The big 39.
So there were a lot of pictures from this festival
Okay, floating around.
And there's this one picture of me and the 5 people I'm with, and we're all on bikes. And yes, my shirt is off.
Oh,
That's right.
Ooh.
And as of a couple months ago, after I just quit my job, I was still very persistent in my routine
Yes, you had a good routine.
as far as working out and doing all that stuff.
Yeah. Working out.
Working out.
Yeah. Watching what you're eating.
Watching what I was eating. Probably not enjoying as many happy hours.
I would say probably like a 10th. Easy a 10th less.
Yes. I wasn't truly embracing life as I could back then still. So then I started really embracing life, hitting a lot of happy hours, eating out a lot, not really worrying about the gym. And this picture reflected that.
Okay.
So it's a picture of 5 of us. All the guys have their shirts off. And I'm sitting on a tricycle.
You brought a tricycle?
I did not bring a tricycle. I lost my bike on the first day.
Oh.
And I was lucky enough to be with a great camp that said, hey, we have an extra bike. And it was a tricycle.
That sounds even better, though.
It is. It was a total blessing in disguise. You know what you could fit in the back of the tricycle?
I don't know. Cooler?
Bingo. So I never had to come back to camp if I really didn't want to.
What'd you have in there? Like
Trulies.
A salad.
Tons of
A
Trulies.
salad.
Trulies and other beers and other snacks. But the picture, I'm sitting on the trike. My feet are kind of up on the front wheel.
Okay. Getting a little squishy.
I never saw my face in this photo. It's in that photo, but all I see is a smiling face in between my waist and my chest.
You're fucking not the high C, the fucking Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that smiling face was my focus of that photo.
Oh.
And that was approximately 3-4 days after this festival. So I decide, Jpaddy, you need to get on the scale. Where are you at?
Ooh. When was the last time you've been on there?
Well, when I was working out consistently, I would get on the scale and I would like it. Like, I was like, ooh, where am I at? I got on the scale last week and I said, oh, where am I at?
Oh, fuck.
So, when I was consistently working out, I was between 165 and 170.
Okay.
5'9", 165, 170.
Yeah.
Feeling good. Feeling like a rock star. Could run through walls. Ish.
You could really run through walls now, is what you're saying?
I could fall through a wall. Like, I wouldn't even have to run. So when I got on the scale this past Sunday, I'm at 188.
Oh, fuck.
Which means I probably gained at least 20 pounds
in 3 months.
In 3 months.
Ooh.
And so I'm going through a little depression right now.
That's not that bad.
My body mass has went up 15%.
It's fine. How are you mentally besides getting on the scale?
Well, that fucked me up mentally.
Well, now you're
and so I go back to the gym last week. I'm like, oh, it's going to be easy. You know what, Jpaddy, you've done this before. I work in a group type atmosphere.
Yeah.
This group made up of a 55-year-old dude, really good shape.
Uh-huh.
A 27-year-old borderline fitness trainer, a 40-plus lady that goes consistently, but when I was going there before, we wouldn't group up because we weren't in the same category.
Okay. You were above her athletically.
Considerably.
Okay. So now you have to...
So, in this session, who am I paired up with?
Oh, yeah. Her?
Yep.
She kick your ass?
Well, initially, I'm like, this is going to be just fine. We start the warm-up, get through maybe some high knees. My back's sore.
Ooh.
We're just talking warm-up. We're talking about 12 minutes in. And
yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
So I'm feeling a little tinge in the lower back.
Okay.
And I'm just like, is this how this is going to go? Am I just breaking a boundary before, I get my flow? Nope. Negative.
It just kept getting worse?
It kept getting worse.
Ooh.
So, like, we start some kettlebell swings. 4 months ago, I'd be doing kettlebell swings with no less than 35. Mm-hmm. But I knew where I was at. I was like, oh, I'm going to do 25. Jpaddy, you're not at the same place. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but it's not like you lost muscle.
Oh, dude.
Oh, really?
Alcohol kills muscle, my friend.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know
if
that.
it looks like I have muscle, it's fake. Because it's not functional right now. Pretty much this older lady that I was paired up with, she was waiting for me the whole 50-minute workout.
Oh.
And she was like that mom that gives you the participation award the whole time.
Oh, you can do it?
You're looking good. She was lying through her teeth. What she's saying in her head is,
what the fuck happened to this fat fuck?
No. She's like, I'm smoking this guy. She's like, man, I've really progressed. I want to say No. I get all
Karen.
pissed. Yeah,
Karen.
I wanted to use an expletive there, but it wasn't her fault. It was mine. So now I'm 39. I got upper 40-year-old ladies that are housewives that are smoking me in the gym.
Yeah, okay.
No, not at all. I'm getting religious about it now, though.
Okay, well, that's good.
When your small goal is to beat the housewife, kind of gives you an idea about what 39's like.
Well, yeah, I'm there with you.
So now that I've had this time to
Reflect on yourself.
reflect on how miserable my physical life is.
Is it affecting you besides working out? Is it affecting you other ways?
Yeah. I'm not getting winded when I'm walking to the Midtown bars. No, because I'm so excited to be there.
Yeah.
The adrenaline flows. I don't get the adrenaline flow at the gym anymore because I'm not excited to be there.
Ooh.
But that's going to be changing.
So can you say where you're going? Are you gonna get into the ring?
Again, yes.
Okay.
But we're talking baby steps, my friend.
When was the last it's not like you never stopped going.
Oh, I stopped for probably 2 months.
Oh, I thought you were going at least like a little bit.
Well, I go here and there. I dabbled. And
Okay.
I'd go in during like the last 2 months and I'd be able to survive it. But it was
So this last stretch was like it was like 2 months.
in the last 2 weeks after that 39-year-old photo where Kool-Aid's on my stomach, yes, has been miserable.
Okay. Well, I've been there.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this. You're going through some back pain.
Yeah, my back fucked up. Just I have no idea why.
You have no idea how you heard it.
I think
Will you please explain when you felt the pain?
Okay. So I took the dogs for a walk. Early morning, waking up, we had some stuff to do.
Very strenuous.
Yeah. We were gonna go shopping, like grocery shopping before we had a spin class.
Ooh.
So we
Going
can
to spin.
get it out of the way. It was
That's
free.
right.
It was a free spin class. Megatron's friend teaches it.
Paddy Bandwagon Show promotes free.
Yeah. So we're like, okay, let's just give the dogs a walk and then go get our groceries and come back. Gave the dogs a walk, no problems. Got back, like my back was like a little tight, not like tight, but it was just like whatever. I leaned over the dining room table and my back went tight. It felt like someone just like wrenched a towel. That's how fast it went, and it was bad. It was really bad. So I'm pissed because now, I didn't go. I'm not going to be able to go to the gym this week.
So what are you going to do to get yourself back? Like, are you just going to try to sleep this off?
Yeah, so what I got to do is stretch. I mean, this is not the first time it's happened, but stretch, walk, to stay active because it's muscle, not like
Troy Fontana,
joint.
will you please call the Pennatrator and let him know what he really should do?
He's going to tell me stretch and stay active.
Stay active.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd believe for you not to go to the gym. I think he'd still want you to go a little bit.
I'm not going to go to that gym and fuck it up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So-
it's that gym is strenuous. Like it kills me.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it's not going to be beneficial. I could go to another gym and like walk on the treadmill.
Maybe do some yoga.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah,
To be
some
honest with you.
juice yoga.
What the fuck is juice yoga?
That's the super hot room where it's like 110 degrees and you're trying to do yoga.
Isn't that like Burkham yoga?
Whatever you want to call it. I like the term juice.
Okay. No, but I don't know. I'm just pissed because I was getting in good shape. Like I was starting to.
You felt your cardio coming back.
Yeah, my cardio was back. Like I worked out in San Francisco. I did good there.
Oh.
Like,
Wow, that's a life commitment when you actually work out when you travel.
yeah, and I think that's probably what started it. Is because I worked out and I forgot to stretch when I was done, and then sitting in the car. I don't know.
Okay.
It seems like there's a bunch of things that I did this whole week that kind of added up to it, and I think that the straw that broke the Pennatrator's back was leaning over the table, but it was not stretching after working out. I hit some golf balls on the way, and then driving.
Oh,
sitting all day.
Megatron brought this up.
Yeah, we
You went and hit golf balls. You went to Top Golf.
We went to Top Golf. I didn't stretch. I always
You
stretch.
usually stretch before golf?
Dude, I stretch before I do anything because of my stupid fucking back.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and I didn't do any of that stuff.
I'm hearing some real core back issues.
It's bad.
Well, now that we figured out the Pennatrator got hurt while at Top Golf.
It wasn't Top Golf. It was a accumulation of everything.
That's Jpaddy's
Okay, so
analysis of this.
Jpaddy's expert
I believe
analysis.
that Pennatrator swung really hard at Top Golf. You didn't even swing at Top Golf?
No, no. I was just trying to chip and just trying to hit the targets, and they're
That's the thing. When you go too conservative, that's when you hurt yourself.
I don't know. I'm trying to get that sexy swing down, so I was really trying to be in control. So
Okay,
actually maybe I
you tweaked your shit.
I tweaked my shit.
You tweaked your shit at Top Golf.
Hey, it was fun.
So while I was at Burning Man, though, I needed you to do something for me. Since I missed the Nevada-Purdue game, I needed a reporter.
Oh, yeah.
So I want you to give me some analysis of what you saw.
Okay. So since we're not a sports show.
We're not a sports show.
I'm going to go into this. So we won tickets. Or not me. My stepdad won tickets to Nevada games, Nevada football games.
All of them?
Season tickets, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't tell you that?
I did not know that.
Okay, well, maybe I was saving it for the show. So we're like, okay, there's a game today. Let's go, blah, blah, blah. It was a Friday. I'm just getting this out there.
Long day at work.
Megatron had a long day of work. I'm glad we went.
You have a parking spot.
We have a parking pass this year.
Makes it much easier to go in and go out.
Go in and go out. So get in there, usual stuff. There was a ton of Purdue fans. Whatever.
Which means the traffic would have been a lot less because they didn't drive there.
Yeah, exactly. So it was easy in.
Did you have a beer before the game in the parking lot?
No, because we got home, changed.
It was an early evening start. It was 6 o'clock, so you get off work, you book it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so did that, made it there before the game, which was amazing.
You made the national anthem?
Yes.
Oh, that's always the key.
So we got a beer in the stands, made it up there, got good seats in the end zone.
Saw a kickoff?
Saw a kickoff.
Okay.
From there, it was...
Did it go sour?
It was fucking sour. I had high expectations,
For the game in general?
For the game in general. So, watching the game, we kicked off. Purdue scored right away. I was like, oh, geez. Nevada does not look good. So, our quarterback is not good.
Carson Strong. Didn't play well that first half.
Our defense, horrible. They
had the best receiver in the country.
Yeah, but all receivers were beating all of our D-backs. So
all the receivers are the best in the country.
Yeah. So it was second quarter. We finally, in the second quarter, got a legit first down that wasn't a penalty.
Ooh.
It was that long before we got a first down. So
young team trying to get momentum.
It doesn't matter.
It's playing a Big Ten team.
Yeah, whatever. So
it's no Weber State.
So I'm just like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, okay, this is going to go sour fast. I told Megatron, I said, if we hold him right here, and it was right before halftime, they have the ball. I say, Megatron, if we can hold him here and get the ball back and maybe score, then we'll stay through halftime and watch a little bit. She's like, fine, that's fine. 2 plays later, 50-yard bomb. They fucking just dropped on us. I'm like, all right. We're fucking
Are they down like 21 at this point? Or?
Yeah, it was like 24-3 or something like that.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, let's just go.
So how much time was left in the game?
In halftime?
You left at halftime?
I left at halftime. I was like, let's get it. Let's go because this is fucking ridiculous. And the other thing is the media. The media timeouts are just fucking killing the. It's like, oh my God.
Oh, did you notice the clocks?
Yeah, the clocks on there.
I think that
it makes it so much worse. You're like, fuck it.
You're watching the time tick.
Yeah, you're like 3 minutes. You're like, fucking, you can't leave and go. When you're at home, it's fine. You're like, oh, I'm going to get up, get a beer or take a piss or whatever.
Yeah.
When you're at the game, you're like, oh my God, 3 minutes for this shit? That kind of makes it worse. It was fine that the guy was out there with his hand up with the fucking thing, which was okay.
Yeah.
But now it just
You're reading the time.
you're reading the
It's
time.
like, oh my god.
And it comes out all the time. You're like, oh.
I'm
So-
going to get to that because I'm going to talk about my first game of the season now that
Okay.
you brought this up.
Okay.
So, you leave.
So I leave.
You leave at halftime.
I leave at halftime.
Where do you go?
Oh, we went straight home. 'Cause
Went
we were
straight home.
fucking blasted, yeah. So,
Oh, were you driving drunk?
no.
You said you were fucking blasted.
No, blasted like tired, like
Oh,
work
okay.
tired.
All
Like,
right.
yeah.
So you didn't drink too much.
yeah.
You were able
no.
to drive home.
Yeah.
Didn't
yeah.
have to fight traffic, obviously.
Exactly.
How long did it take you to get home? Like 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, the normal time it takes to get from downtown to whatever.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
So, yeah. So,
So
went
did
back
you
there.
even think maybe I should turn it on and see what's up?
No. I just was like, I'm gonna check the score. You know, I
Okay.
like to check the score.
Gamecast.
Yeah, Gamecast or
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm like, oh, we're still down by 10. There's however much time left. Okay. Go to bed. Wake up. See that we fucking
Long
won.
story short,
Long story short,
one of the
we
greatest
won.
comebacks in a long time.
A long time. Not the greatest.
I'm not saying it's the greatest,
It's a good.
but
it's
it
very
had to
good.
be really entertaining for all those people who stayed
Yes.
to watch
Yeah. Exactly.
That
And
comeback.
anybody that
over a
was
big
lucky,
school.
was lucky enough to stay through that whole. It was the defense that won the fucking game.
It is like those people, like a poker player that shouldn't be in a hand and rivers.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
There was very unlikely chances that Nevada was going to come back and win like that.
A perfect poker reference. You don't even have enough to make the blind, and you're all in, and somehow you win the hand.
Okay.
Type shit.
Yeah. You have to be in.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You have to be in. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was shitty. So
So, Pennatrator, I'm not going to hold I don't hold this against you.
I know, but
if I was here, I would have been that person that I'm throwing my blind in and I'm going to win.
now, how many times have you fucking left?
You know, recently, I've left a lot.
Yeah.
I've left a lot early. And this is going to lead me to the conversation I'm going to bring up to you because of this last home game.
Okay.
We played Weber State on this past Saturday.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about the game. I'm going to talk about how the total announced attendance was 14,000 people.
Okay.
It was bullshit. There was not a lot of people there. I'm walking into, I got to buy a ticket for the game. I got to wait in line, and I go get a beer and find my seat. When there is nobody there, like it's less than 14,000. They announced 14,000,
Okay.
but it was less than that. How long do you think it would take me to do that?
To get a ticket.
Wait in line to get in the stadium,
Yeah.
get a beer, and sit down.
Normally, it would probably be like 5, 10, 15, 20, 15 to 20 minutes.
That sounds very reasonable.
Yeah.
I need to add the element that I was even early to the game. So I was probably there 20 minutes before kickoff. This whole process
Mhm.
took me 45 minutes.
What? No way.
It did. The ticket line was incredibly slow. I was in the line with 5 people when I got in line. It took me 15 to 20 minutes just to get through that part.
What the fuck?
Then I look over, and this is the north end zone entrance, the new, I believe it's called the Jensen Plaza, a newly constructed area that obviously they never really thought about, let's get people in faster,
Mm-hmm.
because I go and I wait in line over there. Now, mind you, going into the north entrance is where all the people that tailgate at games,
Yeah.
even though it is falling apart where there's not that many people tailgating anymore,
Yeah.
that's where they all enter. But that line went from the actual entrance into an intersection, which is approximately, I'd say, 25 to 30 yards away.
Yeah.
Like that which shows the length of the line. And that line wasn't moving either.
Was it the bag check?
They do the clear bag check. They do all that stuff. But my main thing about this is if we can't support a football game that only has, say, 12,000 people at it and get people into the stadium to get them in on time, if there was ever good attendance, imagine how bad the lines would be.
Yeah. Actually, when we went, you know how long it took us to get in?
How long?
10 seconds.
That's because you were parked in the parking garage.
Don't tell people where it's at.
There's multiple parking garages. And you have to have a pass to park in there. Or are you talking about...
Dude.
Okay.
We'll talk about this.
You know
later,
what? This is
'cause I don't
premium. This is premium stuff. You got to start paying us for this kind of stuff. We'll do future episodes
Yeah.
to show you how to F over the university because they really don't care about their fans when they don't try to get them in a little bit quicker to actually watch a football game.
That's true. That's true.
So anyway, yeah. It took me about 15 minutes to get through a 5-person ticket line. I go over to actually give my ticket. I'm waiting in an intersection. It takes me approximately 20 minutes to get through this line. And I've already missed kickoff, so then I got to go wait for a beer. It only took them approximately 2 to 3 minutes to check my ID. And by the way, I just turned 39, so they shouldn't have really checked it. They should have just put the wristband on because I was already furious. And then it only took me 5 more minutes to go get in the actual beer line before I actually got my ticket checked again when I went into the south end zone, and I finally got to see a seat.
Whew.
How was that?
And you were early.
And I was there 20 minutes before the game started, but I was 25 minutes late.
That's shitty. They need to fix that. They definitely need to fix that. I don't know. So what are you going to do next? What are you going to do next home game? Are you going to try to get there way earlier, or are you going to go with me?
Well, since you have the VIP connection here, or in the VIP entrance that we cannot really give up.
Yeah.
You know what? We're not even going to talk about this. Who cares, Pennatrator? No one goes to games anymore.
Well, okay.
Well, all 6,000 people that do go to football games now, they go through the one entrance, and the university can't even control the line.
Yeah. So anyway, when we go, we don't have to get there early. I mean, we will get there early for the benefits.
Well, the funny part is you told me you had a parking spot where you can drink, and technically you really can't.
Why? Technically, you can't.
Well, I know you saw other people drinking in that area, but
Why can't we?
I'm not sure. It just doesn't feel right.
How, when you go, you haven't been there yet. So, I mean, you know what? I retract that situation because I'm sure Jpaddy has been there at one point in his life. Anyways, you'll see it. It's cool. You'll fucking like it.
All right. I'm getting older. I probably will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to like it.
Yeah. Hopefully there's some wheelchair access because with how we're going right now, we're both going to need wheelchairs just to get in the stadium.
I didn't need an elevator or stairs. It's fucking badass.
On that note, our quinceañera is over.
Oh, is it? Is that time
Yeah,
already?
I think it's about that time.
Okay.
We're starting to babble, and our ratings have went up since our last show.
Actually, that's true because C-Steam did have something to say that last episode he lost track, and that was the first time that it happened.
What?
Yeah.
We can't even judge ourselves well.
Yeah, I don't know. But
we don't know what our people want.
yeah, well, he'll like this one.
Okay, well.
Make sure you put it in the comments.
We don't want to be predictable, though. But, you know,
that's true.
C-Steam, you got to try to put in some comments. I don't know if it even works.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's why you got to go to pattybandwagon.com to give a comment. You got to visit the Pennatrator at _Pennatrator on Instagram.
You haven't you updated the website, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, what is it?
Are we talking about pattybandwagon.com or pattybandwagon.libsyn.com?
The pattybandwagon.com.
Oh, excuse me. It's the pattybandwagonshow.libsyn.com. You can also find it on the Patty Bandwagon. www.pattybandwagon.com.
Yeah. And did you say that first?
Yeah, and you just messed me up.
Okay.
C-Steam, the C-Steam team now has more to throw at us. I don't have time for this.
Okay.
But it was good to be back, and you know we keep talking about guests. You know what? We're not even going to tell you when we have a guest. We're just going to do it.
Yeah, we'll just be on.
Yeah. we wing it here.
Big time.
Totally. If you couldn't tell from today's show, you'll never be able to tell.
All right. Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah, what do you got to say to the people?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I don't know. Peace.